Hi everybody, welcome to another Sony Vegas tutorial from Eat Sleep. Today in Sony Vegas, I'm gonna teach you a little bit about rendering. Now, rendering is when you finalize your video. If you're coming from Movie Maker or iMovie, then you're used to seeing file, save file as, and then just save the movie file. But as you'll notice when you move up in more professional programs like Sony Vegas or programs like Autodesk, it's not called save movie file as, it's actually called rendering. So I'm going to go over some basic rendering things you can do in Vegas. First of all, when you have your video completed and you want to convert it to AVI, Windows Movie, or YouTube ready, you go up here under File and you go to Render As. It'll be this little save floppy disk with this little icon on it, and you just click that and the Render As thing will come up. Now you can choose the default stuff like where you want to save it, desktops, documents. I usually go to videos, and file name, of course. What do you want to save it as? And then right under that it says save file type. Now if you drop it down, you have a bunch of stuff to choose from. You have, MP4, MPG, MOV, AVI, WMV, and there's also a lot of these ones like OGG, AC3. A lot of this stuff is audio, for audio rendering, and I'm not going to go over that today because probably most of you are using Sony Vegas to create videos. And there's also this template down here you can choose from for the type. So if I go to where's AVI? If I go to AVI, it gives me a series of templates I can use. If I go to WMV, it gives me some templates I can use. So, I would say that WMV is definitely the best quality for YouTube. It's good quality, and it doesn't take as much space as AVI. If you render in AVI and choose one of the higher templates like this one down here, 1080 by 224p HD, it takes a lot of your RAM to actually render it, and it takes a lot of space, like a gig or something. It takes a lot, and it's still good quality, but I recommend WMV if you're gonna go for YouTube, or if you're not going for YouTube, you can use QuickTime or AVI or whatever you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and use WMV, and right next to this button, on the template choices, you have default 24 kbs, and then this was once the default template. Okay, if you want to make your own custom rendering types, you just click on that, and right next to it you'll see this button and it'll say custom. So I'm just going to click on custom, and then this window pops up. You can save your template name so you can go back to it later. Mine is just custom HD. And you have these tabs here for the different stuff you can control. First one is audio, and well, there's this button. If you want to include audio, just go ahead and include audio. And this stuff, I just leave this at default. You don't really need to change much. And video, most important tab of them all. Here it gives you some options. Mode, I keep that the same. Format, it gives you a format. I also keep that the same. But here, image size, you can use 1440 by 1080, which is insanely good quality. But if you want a good enough quality and you want it to be on YouTube, I would recommend either presentation small or animation. Those are good quality, and it's ready for YouTube. And pixel aspect ratio, you can either do HD or square. I usually do square, but HD works really well too. Quality, you always want that to be the highest quality. So you move that up to 100, And then there's all this other stuff, bitrate, index summary, and project. I don't really use these that much, but index summary is just if you want to make a title, you might want to make a title, author, a description for it, all that stuff kind of irrelevant to use. But this stuff here, the video quality, the audio, that's what you want to change. So my custom one I made, take a look at that. I put audio, I just left that as default. I wanted to include audio, so I just clicked that. Video, I definitely moved the quality up to 100. You want it to be 100%. I use the animation preset. Format and mode are still the same. And the pixel aspect ratio, I put it HD, 1080. Really good quality. And I forgot to mention, but up here, right under the template, it's notes. You can just, write, this is HD, or something like that. So, you can mess around with this a lot. You don't only have to use Windows Movie, this preset. You can go to AVI and custom stuff. Gives you a lot of options. I use AVI occasionally, but not that much. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Eat Sleep from the Techies.